Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. What a day. What a freak show day. Yeah, it's a freak show. What am I talking about? First of all, this is my post-market wrap-up on this lovely, lovely Thursday. So we have to talk, you and me. Let's put a perspective on what literally just happened. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ just closed at new all-time record highs. What did we find out this morning? Well, another 900,000 people just applied for first-time unemployment benefits. Sounds about right in this environment, because I've explained to you that the worse the economic news gets, the higher stocks are going to go. Let's talk about another piece of absolute propaganda, and it really is. I'm not making it up. So we found out today that apparently factory activity is surging. It's surging. How about no? What is actually going on here? Again, we are in, and I told you during the last administration, we are in a propaganda war with China. You understand? They're putting out fake data. So are we. This is completely false. Factory activity, manufacturing here in the United States is cratering. It could not be worse. It's really the truth. It could not be worse. Our trade deficit is ballooning, just like I explained to you that it would. Okay, it's not going to stop. So when you hear little bits of news like that, like factory activity is surging, it's not true. It's part of the propaganda. And it's not really directed at you. It's directed at China for the most part here. We are in a cold war with China. Okay, will it continue? Probably. Anyway, that's the way it's going to go. So anyway, like I said, stocks, new record highs for the S&P 500, new record highs for the NASDAQ. An economy in absolute meltdown with no end in sight. And I can promise you this, it's going to get a lot worse because you see, we heard today from our new puppet president, and look, he's a puppet. They're all puppets. And I'm taking a lot of flack lately for, speaking badly about our new president because I'm not giving him a chance. Doesn't matter who they are. Once you understand that, okay, whether it's an orange-colored being or some other dude with white hair, it don't matter, okay? They're not the government anyway. So we heard from the freak today. This freak, they're all freaks. And he's explaining to us that if we all wear a mask until April, we'll save 50,000 lives. Let me ask you real quick, what kind of society do we live in? It seems to be a society where people just believe anything that they're told without researching it for themselves. It's some type of an authoritarian society where people look to someone like a president or someone who's supposed to be an authority figure because they know what they're talking about, and then without doing any research on their own, all of a sudden it becomes gospel truth. You see, that's the definition of stupidity. When anyone hears something, even from me, from anybody, without researching it, without looking into it themselves, they're admitting that they can't think. So that's the definition of stupidity. You understand? This stuff really does get to me. It's the definition of stupidity. 50,000. Okay, people have been wearing masks, and these numbers keep going higher. In fact, we keep hearing about new strains. Oh yeah, they're really bad. Remember to stay afraid. They need you paralyzed. You understand? Now we're hearing also that the $1.9 trillion package that the puppet Biden wants to, magically create out of thin air. Well, it's getting a lot of pushback from the Republicans. You're going to be made to suffer by design, people. Wake the freak up. Understand that you are being played. You are a pawn in a game. That's all you are. I've been telling you for the longest time that this is a game. You understand? It's a game. Once you get hip to that, your whole life is going to change. And maybe you'll decide to take a little action. But until that point, you're going to sit back and stay afraid, stay paralyzed, confused, angry, full of hatred, just like you're supposed to do. Just like you're supposed to do. This is what they do to you. You understand? It's too much. And way too many people are falling into this, falling into the trap that the trap door that is set right under their feet. It's unbelievable. It really is to me. But that's just the way it is. Anyway, look, just to recap real quick. New record highs for the stock market despite a free fall economy and another million people that just applied for first-time unemployment benefits. Sounds legit to you, right? Yeah, sounds legit to me too. That mechanism is going to continue. The worse the economic news gets, the higher stocks are going to go. For several reasons. Again, I explained to you it is massive debt issuance by the Federal Reserve, by central banks around the world who are nearly the sole beneficiaries of this shutdown of the economy other than Big Pharma. Okay. Big Pharma, central banks, obviously, they set this up. It's their thing. It's their baby. They dispersed this to the world. Had nothing to do with China, like a creature that was orange used to tell you. You know, he's kind of vanished now. That was all fake news and propaganda as well. But you must have to be propagandized and lied to because it's the American way. You have to understand that. Most people, if they hear the truth about something, they get angry. They get very uptight about it. If they continually are lied to, it's fine. Because you see, that's how it's meant to work. From the get-go, from when you're a child all the way through your adulthood, you learn to accept lies as truth. And you hear truth, it becomes painful to you. That's just the natural order of things here in America. It's really the truth. In other countries, you might get smacked across the face, but not here in America. Here in America, lies are the norm, and truth will not be tolerated. Understand? That's the mechanism here. All right, look, so I think you get the picture here. That's the way it's going to go. Watch for propaganda, watch for lies, misinformation. Look for the authority figures. They're going to tell you what to do. And of course, you're not going to look into it yourself. You're not going to research any of it because they're an authority figure. And the authority figure, well, their word must be taken as gospel truth. It has to be right. Because you see, if it weren't, you'd be forced to maybe engage your brain. But no, that can't happen here in America either. We have a dumbed down society to such a degree that it blows my mind. It really does. And that's why there are the sheep and the losers, and then there are the winners. You understand? It's always the same thing. It's designed that way from the get-go. Now, I'm hoping, and I would believe this is true, if you're following my work, if you're still listening to this video blog, you're a winner. All right? I'm going to let you go. Ponder these things, people. Get this video out there. Share it. And I will see you all in the morning. I'm out here.